All right. Welcome to the Feedback Podcast, everybody. My name is Back. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to episode 276. It's been a minute. I was taking a break, all that stuff. But a couple announcements. Number one, I want to thank everybody who came through Record Play Volume 2, the 90s Pop Edition. It was popping. A lot of people got sick. So attendance was still good. I'm not mad at it.
They got sick at the show?
Not at the show, but they couldn't make it because they were sick.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's why I was worried about it because it was the weekend of Thanksgiving, right after Thanksgiving. But people showed up. Shout out to Kay Callie. Shout out to Marissa for hosting. Shout out to Pershing. And yeah, 90s Pop was dope. People loved it. People were ready to buy tickets for the next one. And the next one, spoiler alert, is going to be the R&B edition. I'm looking at you, Cheatham. Number two, check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/thefeedback, BAK. You can see some faces and see all the videos. I'm going to be cutting clips. I got somebody helping me out with cutting clips. So make sure you follow the feedback on Instagram, and we'll be posting a bunch of them because I got so much content, so many stories from people on this podcast. So yeah, look forward to that. Now, let me introduce my guest. You love him, you hate him, you love to hate him, you hate to love him. I love him. So
Who hates me?
I don't know. Some people, I'm sure some people do.
Nobody hates
There's
me.
no way.
Nobody hates
Your daughter.
No, she loves me.
You hate her though.
No. It's my son.
Oh, it's your son. That's right. It's your son you hate. That's right. It's your son. I got Aaron Cheatham back on the show. It's been a month. Thank you for coming through, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you. I love coming through here. Being on the feedback. And every time I come, you do something new around the house. So it's like, all right, nigga, I see you growing. I see. Glow up, young brother. Hold on. We didn't even cheers. You don't know. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting on you.
Thank you.
Hey, salute.
But fresh from your special recording, because you plugged the shit out of it last time.
I did.
You got 2 sold out shows.
Yeah, 2 sold out shows at East Austin Comedy Club. Like, it was dope, man. It was dope. So, like, I got to see the rough draft of both shows, and man, they were very different. You came to the 8 o'clock show, right?
Yeah, I came to the early show.
Yeah, you came to the early show. The late show was a completely different vibe. It was a different. Kiko had hit me with this joint, and
that's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say. Kiko gave you a joint, and you're like, yeah, you were in space for a minute.
Here's the thing: when Kiko offers you a joint, like you can't really say no.
Right.
It's like, yeah, all right. So, and I was trying. It's like, nah, I still got shit to do, so I can't become a space cadet. But I took a couple hits off it, and I was just like, oh, shit, I see the world different. So we had a completely different experience in the second show. The second show, I was pulling shit out that I hadn't done in years. I was just, letting everything go. So we had a good time. And, yeah, man, I'm just trying to recover from that. Like,
you're still on the high a month later?
No, not even on the high. Like, I'll be real with you. You're my boy.
Sure, go ahead.
So it's like I was prior to the special, I was in like a really good zone, and I was like doing some of my best work. Just I was feeling extremely confident on stage, and a lot of times I didn't know what I was gonna do before I walked on stage. Right? It's like I know the bits or whatever, I know what we're gonna cover, but I didn't know the order. I didn't know specifically if I was or wasn't gonna do anything. It just kind of went with the vibe. But like getting ready for the special, like I had to practice doing this thing in this order, You had like cue cards or something? No, I know it. So, but it was just like, I haven't been doing the set in order. I haven't been doing my set. I've just been kind of going up there and vibing with the audience and just doing, wherever we go. Right. A lot of shit that ain't gonna make it to the special because it was just for that audience that night. Right. So then going from that to like, this is some whiny boy bullshit, right? Whatever. But sure. This was my little mental journey. It's just I went from that to like, all right, every set I have leading up to that, every time I get booked somewhere, it's like I got 30 minutes here, an hour there. I want to run through it. I want to make sure that I got everything on P's and Q's and all that shit. So I got away from the thing that, like the zone that I was in, that I was feeling really confident in, because I was like, now it's kind of like in baseball. When you're swinging for contact, You just swinging, put wood on ball. That's a different swing than when you're swinging for home runs. You do something like a home run derby where you're swinging a specific type of way to get a specific result. When you go back to playing a regular game of baseball, your swing is fucked up, because you've been swinging for power, and now you're back in the game thing, and you can't swing that way in the game, right? So
do you have a soccer analogy? Because I don't know shit about baseball.
You called it soccer. Oh, you're American now.
No. This is just for you to understand. If I said football, I'd be like, nigga, you like football? No, I don't.
No, it's just the mindset. It's just the way of the way of performing. So now, like last night, I was in Buda, and it was the first time I felt like me before getting ready for the album. It took me like a couple of weeks to be comfortable, like find that rhythm again that I had. And be comfortable in what I was actually nervous a couple times recently.
Really?
Yeah, it was just because it was like, do I do all new stuff now? Do I do now I have a chance to explore, which is something I wanted. I wanted to be able to, step away from that material and experiment and try new things. But when niggas is paying you, it's like I'm not gonna, try some new shit and fuck off the night. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I've been trying to figure out like where I'm at. And it took me, until about last night to like, oh, okay, there I am. I found me again. So it took me a minute. I'm grateful for the experience of being able to record the special and, going through all that. I mean, it's dope. It's a dope process. We got a long way to go. Hopefully it will be done by February. But that's just a part of it that I guess I didn't think about. All right, now how do you move on to the next step? Now that you've recorded this shit, you've got it done. That's the thing you wanted to do. Now how do you move on and grow? What's the next evolution? But at the same time, I still got to learn the marketing part of this shit and how we're going to market this thing. How we, I'm learning all this stuff.
Right.
The editing. What are we looking for on this end? Mistakes. Like I made a mistake.
Oh yeah, you told the
staging. In staging, but we figured out how to fix that. But now how are we going to edit it? So all of these different parts of it, I'm getting to go through this firsthand and see what this part of the game is. Right, this is part of it that I needed to learn, and so that way I have that knowledge that I can pass on to whoever. But there's just different levels that when you start to do something, you may not know all the tools you're going to need to learn by the end of it. And I'm enjoying the fuck out of this process right now.
Well, when I talked to you right after, or the next day, you're like, "Oh, for the first time in a while, I feel free again."
Yeah.
Like now, this is your deliverable, based on years of building all that material. Now you're like, okay, what's the next assignment? And whatever that next assignment is, I gotta pull out of my ass somehow. I gotta go back out there. I gotta hit mics. I gotta write some more. I'm not saying like you're throwing everything away, like Louis C.K. style, but it's like this is the new you now that you can explore,
right,
and go out there and experiment just like you did years ago.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's definitely something that I was looking forward to. Like I was, to not have the crutch, because it's hard to create when you're polishing. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yes. And to that point, it's like, what is the fine line when you go, oh yeah, there's this joke I've been working on for 6 months. I know there's something there. Versus, I got this new idea. Maybe I should explore that some more. And so you keep going back and forth and going, I know that this. It's hard to tell how far or how long you got to work on something, on a particular joke, before you go, hey, you know what? Maybe it's good the way it is.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's not much I can do to it. Or maybe I'll come back to it later. But right now, I got this other shit that I want to try out.
Yeah, see
how that works.
So, and that was kind of the thing, was like, I always had some other shit that I wanted to try out. But it's like, I can't, like, that doesn't fit into the set. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's taking a completely different vibe. And like for the set that was built, it was like, all right, so I would get excited when it was like, all right, cool, I'm just gonna do this shit tonight, right? I'm just gonna do it, fuck it. And because it'll build up inside of me to where it's like, I have to say these, I have to do this. And It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna figure out a way. I'm gonna get this in tonight, and then to do that and be like, oh man, that shit felt great. But now I got to put it on the back burner because like I know I'm not going to be using that for the thing that I'm working on. So
right.
So now it's going back to all those ideas and like scooping those up and hopefully still having like the same energy and passion that I had initially with it. Because if some shit's hot and you put it down, let it cool down, when you go to pick it back up, well, shit, you know, motherfucker, chance is gone, you know? Like the energy's not there anymore, and to breathe life into it, then that'll be kind of artificial as opposed to like letting it grow the way it's supposed to, right? I don't know if those words made sense.
No, I got you.
Okay. Nigga, you know, I had to, there's some, you know.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I got you.
You know, Wakanda Forever, I had the purple herb. It's also, it's happened so fast. It's so natural for you. But yeah, it's like, so now it's just going back and finding all that shit. And that was such a liberating idea. And then it was like, but fuck, is this shit good? You know, then the self-doubt and shit. So
no, that's every comic. Like I don't
exactly
know. Can't take a compliment. It's the
bro, but it's
I'm
been
not
foreign.
sure.
It's foreign, like for me, because I've known, like I've got this whole shit. I've got years of shit I can pull out from.
Right.
And then now if I'm trying to now like say, okay, let's move on from that stuff. It's like, well, shit. I ain't sucked in a minute.
Oh, you got to come back.
I got to humble myself. I got to humble myself. And
you're a cadet again.
And it's and you were never not, right? Even when you're in polishing mode, you're always trying to find ways to create and whatnot. But just to know that, like, I can't use that crutch anymore is enticing, and it's also intimidating at the same time. Like to not have that crutch. Like last night, I told us, like, you know, the album's coming out, you know, it's pretty much everything you just saw right now, but I was wearing cleaner clothes. Like, I
didn't have my headband, I didn't have a hat on.
Yeah, so it's I still use it right now. I still use that crutch.
Sure.
Because I can, and, you know, but for me, it's not so much the material. The material's there. Like, I just needed to get back to the mindset and the zone that I was in, that comfort that I had on stage, like kind of being comfortable going wherever the fuck I go, and know that I was the reason I was able to do that was because I knew that I'd worked on the material enough that whenever I pulled out a piece, it was going to work. But when you ain't got that fucking security, you're like, this shit I might say right now might just...
You're a space cadet all over again.
Might just shit the bed. I was like, oh, nigga, I don't know how this feels. I ain't felt this way in a minute. So, but it's fucking great, man. I'm very proud of what we did over at East Austin. Proud of the team that we put together.
Shout out to Rebecca.
Shout out to Rebecca. Shout out to JJ Bootleg. Rebecca made it fucking
professional.
She made it feel professional, but just like to know that I didn't have to think about shit.
Yeah.
Because she is a wealth of knowledge. I mean, like Roz had asked me before the show, like about the lineup. He's like, "Do you have a preference on the lineup?" And I was like, "Ooh, that's a Rebecca question."
Oh, so she had those.
So like, well, no. The East Austin had booked all the comics. And they just asked me if I had a preference on the order that they went. Mm-hmm. And I was like, ooh, she's here, so we might as well lean on her on this. Mm-hmm. So, hey, you got a preference? And they told her who was on there, and they had a little discussion. And the lineup we came out with, you know, due to her recommendation, was perfect. Sammy Anzar did an amazing job before me. And then, you know, bringing me up, dog, the energy.
That was dope.
He did an amazing job of it. Like, cause we weren't even sure, like, as far as the special goes, like if we were going to use, you know, the in-house intro, or if we were going to do like a voiceover thing. Mm-hmm. But Sammy did such an amazing job. It was like, oh, that's it.
That's going to be in.
That's in like, yeah. Sammy's intro's in there, man. It was like, it was so amazing. It was like, yo, it would be a crime to cut this, especially in the second show.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy just watching the two of them and comparing and contrasting. But in the second show, it was like, shit, you'd have thought me and Sammy knew each other for years and shit. I mean, we're dapping each other up, man, hugging shit, fucking salute, fucking bird sign. We was getting it in. Like, it was dope. So, nah, man, it was, I am a grateful man. And I'm grateful for the opportunity and the experience. And, like, damn it, I hope when y'all see it, y'all enjoy it and that shit comes through. Like, how much we put into it, you know?
What'd you call it? Family Man? Something like that?
Family Man. We're going with Family Man.
Okay.
We're going with Family Man, and I think that's a pretty apt title for that material.
Yeah, I think there's an arc to it.
Yeah.
And I'd seen those jokes, kind of bits and pieces here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering when I saw you, like, how you're going to piece it all together, because I hadn't seen the whole continuity between all the jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some of it that I hadn't heard before. I don't know if they were new or they were old, but it didn't matter.
Right.
They just fit for where you were at that time in your set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it was kind of a seamless transition between the jokes, and it didn't feel like, okay, I'm gonna do this one and I'm gonna do that one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it worked out. So congrats.
Thank you, man. No. Now you tell people how great it is so that they go buy it when it comes out. Tell them it was a fantastic experience.
It was a fantastic experience.
Tell them that you laughed till you peed.
I threw up. I laughed
so
hard.
You did. I saw that.
I choked. I choked on my drink.
Actually, I think it was the white lady sitting next to you choking you.
Yeah, she was.
It's so funny.
Why aren't you laughing? I've heard this before, but it's your friend. I know. Doesn't mean you laugh. I'm good.
No, you were supposed to fake it. That's why you were there.
Oh, damn it. I'm glad I was in the front row.
Yo, you know what was a trip? So in the first show, my wife, she was sitting back by the piano.
Yeah.
And they moved her up to the second row, and she was sitting next to my homegirl from high school.
Mm-hmm.
But she was sitting like right there where I can see her. And like, I don't have a problem. I talk about my wife quite a bit in my set. And she knows the jokes. She's already heard them all. But still, it's something about saying that shit when I can see her looking at me.
Did you just like glance real quick?
No, motherfucker. I just started looking to the other side of the room. I was like, I'll come back to this side of the room when I'm not talking about her ass no more. And then, but it was like it's when the person you're talking about to be sitting right there with in the light where I can see her.
Uh-huh.
And it was just like, ooh, I could see her face kind of scrunch up, and I'm like, ooh, nigga, don't look that way. Don't
mess up the table.
Ooh. And then there was that thing when I was talking about her when the piano, something hit the piano during the show.
The first show?
Yeah, the one you were in. I don't remember. I said something about my wife, and like the piano went ding.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
And I was like, oh shit, it's one of her ancestors or somebody. Don't like me talking shit right now. But it's like when we're looking at the footage and when that part happens, it's like, we got to keep that, right?
Yeah,
we can't cut that out. Like, we got to keep that. And it was just like, what the fuck? It's just the weirdest shit. And I mean, there's so much shit that we learn that we didn't know we needed to know, like in the process of doing this. Even like JJ, like on the film side, you know, like things like we should have already had printed out the recording notices, you know, like so they would have been posted on the door. We didn't have that, like it's just oversight. We just missed that.
Yeah.
You know, so then we had to address that a different way. But like just things like you know, telling people not to get up and go to the bathroom during the headliner.
Yeah.
You know, because that happened in both shows.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like little things that shouldn't have happened, but we just didn't think about that stuff, you know?
Yeah, I've been to a few tapings. I went to, Andrew Schultz's taping, Mo Ammer's taping at the Paramount. And it's Netflix we're talking about here. And they do this whole thing like at the end of the show, they're like, hey, we're going to redo the outro. And I'm going to come out like from behind the curtain and you guys going to go crazy. And we did that shit like 3 times. Because that was going to be, and then they had, of course they had, you know, cameras in the, shooting the audience.
Yeah.
So they could get all the reactions and everything. Did you have some of that too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool. I was just wondering because it's like, because you know it's a taping.
Yep.
Oh, another taping I went to recently, Dimitri Martin.
Okay.
Last week. And if he did 6 shows at the stateside.
Yeah.
And it was so much of a taping that he talked about it a lot in this set, which kind of ruined it for me.
Huh.
So like he would go, he had these things where he would do a whole set, like he'll go to his drawing board and all that stuff, and then he'll just walk out and go behind the curtain and start talking to himself, and then come back out, and everybody's got to make some noise, and he'll say, he will actually say, "Yeah, this is a taping, so I'm gonna do this way." I'm like, you don't have to say all this. Just do your thing. You have 6 shows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you got plenty of material to cut up and whatever. You don't have to talk to us about the fact that there's a camera sitting in row M.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that kind of ruined it for me. But I mean, it was still good. So I'm sure there's a lot that goes into it. Well, we'll see. 4 years from now when you get your next one.
Nigga, 4.
2.
Nigga, it took a lot of years just to come up with it. Not just. We'll see. I don't know, man.
It might be faster the next time.
It might be, but and because I thought about like how people are dropping them every 2 years, and I guess once you are able to write for your voice, it cuts down the time that it takes to get that shit together. Because a lot of all those years we spend doing this shit before we record it is finding the fucking voice, and once you get there, I mean, the reason all this shit went together, like you said, is because once I found my voice for that shit, all those jokes wrote themselves. Yeah. And I just, what I'm saying? Like, I can talk on this subject and bop, bop, bop. And I was able, and that's why it's all like that, because all the new stuff I was writing was written to fit into that thing, building that narrative.
Right.
So, once, who knows? Maybe 2024 might be my year. You know what I'm saying? Kanye's running for office. I might just drop another motherfucker off on you niggas. You never know.
All right, just don't forget us little people once you're
little people, nigga. I'm the brokest nigga in every room I walk in. Like,
it doesn't matter. You never know. You never know these days. I'll say this though. I mean, I feel like I've hit a threshold. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't know. Because my biggest problem was always that I would get on stage and I would sound like I'm reciting my shit. Because I write in like paragraph form. Mm-hmm. Now I'm like bullet points. Mm-hmm. And I just did a show a couple weeks ago, at Pure Yoga. Shout out to Kent Even Comedy.
Were you stretching while you were telling jokes?
No.
And now we go smoothly into this downward dog. I'm from Africa, but I don't like African things. And breathe out.
Look, we had to take our shoes off and everything and did a set.
Were you on a mat at least?
No, we were on a little ass stage. But everybody else was on the mat. So
that's disrespectful. They didn't let you at least. You took your shoes off. At least the door. You should have been able to stand on a mat on stage.
I'm good.
Warrior pose.
I don't know shit about yoga, man. I don't.
Everything I know is from Grand Theft Auto 5.
I tried that shit one time when it was free on Labor Day weekend, and I'm like, no, not my thing.
I talked to my dad about it. He goes, yoga, nigga, that ain't nothing but stretching.
That's true.
Nigga.
That's true.
Stretching and breathing.
Yeah, I do that all day.
Nigga, we been doing that. This ain't nothing new.
Every morning.
What, fucking hot goats?
Touch your toes in the shower. That's the same thing.
Fuck a hot goat yoga. Let me try you dirty roach yoga. You try to stretch and not get touched by these roaches in this house.
No, but I felt, and they told me, they were like, yo, you like low-key murdered tonight. And I'm like, murder? That is a big, and you know me, I don't take compliments well. Right. And they were like, yeah, for real. Like everybody was like, you were killing it. And I'm like,
everybody was breathing very hard.
Yes.
Yeah. Controlled breathing. Yes. Controlled breathing.
No, I'm at a point now where I'm getting way more comfortable on stage to where even at mics I do crowd work now. Just for the hell of it. Mm-hmm. And I hope that I don't. That's really what I've been trying to get to for a long time. Now the material will follow. I'm not worried about that. But just me being able to get up there and just to riff about this or talk about that, talk about the last dude that just came up, or talk shit about this table. Like I'm not saying I'm great at it, but I think that I'm at this step now. So I'm really happy about that.
I hope you niggas listening is enjoying yourselves. We just talking about
how great we are.
Look, you can't see me because you listening, or maybe you look. I'll look at this camera just in case they are watching.
Mm-hmm.
Recognize, motherfuckers. All right. Look, you are entertained. I'm not asking, are you? I'm telling you, you're being entertained right now. You're being entertained like a motherfucker. You hear me? Don't you fucking yawn. Don't you even. Did you see Wakanda Forever?
Yeah, just did.
You just saw it?
Monday.
I expected you to be out there with a spear opening weekend.
No, I didn't.
Bone and nose and all.
And everything. No, I didn't have my rings on my neck.
Rings on your neck?
On my plate, on my lip. I didn't have that joke I do about Africa. I did none of that when I went to see it.
I saw it opening day, Friday.
I knew it was gonna be that big rush to see it. I'm like, it's gonna be on for a while. It didn't have that big of an impact as the first one because Boseman is dead, and they didn't release it on Black History Month. No, Black History Month. Juneteenth. That would have been dope actually if they did that.
Oh, they ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for a Black Panther on Juneteenth. If they drop Black Panther 3 on Juneteenth, this country's shutting the fuck down. It'll take 3 weeks to recover from Black Panther, goddamn it.
Hell yeah. So what'd you think? Without spoiling anything.
Yeah, I can tell you without spoiling. Like, I watched it opening Friday, which was the day before we shot the special.
And did you go in with your dashiki in or on?
I'm not that dude.
I don't know.
Like,
did you see some people who went all out?
No, I went to the white folks theater, and it was
AMC bitches.
It's the draft house on Slaughter.
Oh. That is white folks.
Yeah, them Circle C folks ain't putting on no.
Yeah.
Oh no, I told my wife while we were in the theater getting ready, I was like, you realize the biggest impact that Black Panther had on society is if it wasn't for Black Panther, we would have never seen Nancy Pelosi in a fucking daishiki.
That is true, yeah. Like with one knee down.
with the kente cloth on. We'd have never seen Nancy Pelosi on a knee. So I saw it the day before we shot the special, and
for encouragement or for
that week was heavy for me. That week was real heavy for me. I went the week before to go see my brother Larry down in San Antonio in the hospital. And it was one of those like, I hope this ain't the last time I see you type deals, right? And
okay.
And he had recorded a special. Larry Garza down in San Antonio, great comedian. If you haven't heard, he was the king of San Antonio forever, still is.
Mm-hmm.
He recorded a special last December at Upstage Comedy Club, and it was dope. So I ended up listening to his album the day we went to go see Wakanda Forever. I was listening to his album from last December, and then we went to go watch the movie. And the whole movie is like about dealing with grief, how people deal with grief.
They did a fantastic job.
They did an amazing...
Making a tribute to Chadwick Boseman.
Yes, I mean the whole story is just how people dealt with it. And here I am thinking about my friend. I just got done listening to his album. And then that Rihanna song came on, and then I was like, "Fuck this shit!" Like,
you walked out.
No, nigga. Like, I took a deep breath, and then a tear came out, a tear fell, and then I was like, "Nah, nigga, this ain't happening."
They're fighting the fish people right now. I can't be crying to this.
Lift me up, bitch. Shut up! Don't you start me. Hold me down. Shut the fuck up, nigga. What is happening to my face? What is water coming out of my eyes for? Keep me safe. Oh, shut up, Rihanna.
I never heard the song until the video.
Oh, nigga. It happened. I felt my heart sink. And, nigga.
My friend was crying.
I looked at my wife, and she just looked at me. She goes, "It's okay, babe." And I was like, "Fuck you, bitch." tears just started pouring down out my face, and I tried to tell her I'm straight, but I was like, oh, shut up, don't even do that.
I got a special to record tomorrow. Can I be having this in my heart?
And then the lady came to like get our check and shit, and I'm like, don't fucking look at me. And I got my napkins, started wiping. Don't look at me, bitch. The lights is on. Shut up.
She's like, but they won. What are you crying about?
She's like, I got you. Wakanda Forever. I got you. Yeah, it hit me, man. It hit me in a spot. I just had a lot going on, and it was I enjoyed it better than the first Black Panther.
Really?
Yeah, I thought the first Black Panther was cool. It was a good movie, but this movie made you feel everything.
I'll give you that. I think that.
And I ain't a crying dude. By policy, I don't cry.
I'm not into superhero movies to begin with. We've talked about this before. But I was looking for, because the plot writes itself as every superhero movie. And the fact that they made it deeper because of Chadwick, it added another dimension that I didn't expect. I thought it was going to be, there's the good guys and the bad. There's the Wakandans, and then the fish people. They call for so many comics say the water Mexicans.
The real wetbacks.
Yeah, the real. Yeah, I heard that one too.
Yeah,
and
I can say that I'm a wet black.
Also, because you're from San Antonio.
No, because I'm unofficially half Mexican. I'm a wet black.
Oh, never mind. I didn't get the black part.
Yeah, wet black.
Anyway, and
I can say that they are.
Yeah, you can say it.
Yeah,
you can say it.
They're drippy wetbacks.
No, nobody's gonna cancel you.
But no. Think I'm scared of these motherfuckers from T'Chaka in the fucking water?
What was the name?
T'Chaka?
I forgot the name of the city.
T'Challa?
No, T'Challa is Black Panther, stupid. No. The what?
Tenokin.
That's the name of the city.
Yeah.
But what was the name of the dude?
Oh, Namor?
Yeah, but they called the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, the
Ku Klux Klan. What was his name?
The Ku Klux Klan. He was out there hunting niggas like he was in the Ku Klux.
It's the Ku Klux Klan. Wait, Ku Klux Klan. Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, when Bob wait, the Ku Klux Klan.
Hold on, I gotta find the name because I just typed Ku and then Ku Klux Klan came up.
Don't do that.
Ku Klux Klan. No, not Ku Klux Klan. Stupid. Ku Klux Klan, right?
Ku Klux Klan.
Name more. Yeah, Ku Klux Klan. That's how they call him.
Oh,
that's way close.
Say it again.
Ku Klux Klan. Ku Klux Klan.
Oh shit. Like you sound like the motherfucker in the mountains right now. You sound
how you say it? Ku Klux Klan. That's
that's an old cuckoo can. You know what I'm saying?
Ku Klux Klan. You don't say Ku Klux Klan?
A cuckoo can.
Look, it's like three letters. It's 3 letters away from Ku Klux Klan.
It really is. But the same intent. He was out there slaying niggas. He did not give a fuck.
Yeah, but I like it when they. Okay, spoiler alert.
Mm-mm.
No. I'll
you said spoiler. I gave 0 spoilers.
No. I don't. It's not a spoiler. I don't think it's a spoiler. Like he's the cuckoo. I can't say it. He's the cuckoo Khan, and he has. He's a cuckoo. God fuck it. The nigga with the wings. Sam. The dude with the wings in his feet.
Namor.
Yeah, Namor. Yeah. Because he has no love. That's what I.
Namor.
Yeah, Namor. Like he has his people, and I'm like, okay. And then this is from the trailer. I'm not spoiling anything. Like you got something to protect, and I was wondering, okay, how is that going to play out, and all that stuff. So, I like that. I like that part.
Yeah. No, I thought they did it. I think they did a good job on all levels, and if you guys are wondering why that Rihanna song "Lift Me Up" has 10.4 million views as of today, I can tell you I am responsible for 6.3 of those. 6.3 million of those were just me after the special in the garage by myself crying like a little bitch.
Your Spotify Wrapped Up has like
it's just
top
that.
Song
It's just that
within the past 2 weeks.
Well, here's the thing. I don't have no premium, so I got to listen to whatever Spotify plays. So I ain't got no really say over that shit. So.
Hey, but it's listening, so you're gonna be. That's on rotation right now.
Listen here. A couple years ago, I was in the top 0.01% of Janet Jackson listeners on Spotify. And I was like, well, I mean, I love Janet and all, but I ain't got premium. That's just what they play. They were just playing. But don't get it twisted. I jammed, but it wasn't like I was specifically going, I need Janet right now. Like, no, it's just my Spotify played a hell of a lot of Janet, and I was like, hearts on that bitch. Let's go.
Oh yeah, and then these are your recommended one. Oh, there's If. Oh, that's where love goes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pleasure Principle. Why not?
No, come on, man. I'm a dudes that don't. Pleasure Principle ain't for us. That song was not for us.
It don't matter. It's still jamming.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, but we don't even supposed to be dancing to that either.
Oh, I didn't get that memo.
Yeah, no, I know you don't. You don't give a fuck. You know, here's the thing. Back could be at a party and he's like, hey, this shit got a beat. Your feet go, you turn into habit.
That's what it comes out to.
Stand around and you don't even stand still. Just like you see his feet and he be like, his feet are hammer time dancing.
Yo, you know what?
Next thing you know, back is gone. He's fucking doing the electric typewriter across the goddamn floor.
Hey, when I was getting ready for the record player volume 2, the 90s pop, I had to go through and find all these songs from the 90s. Mm-hmm. All, Ace of Base and, all the boys band, the girls band, everything. And then I actually had a question as part of like the trivia thing about Bop, which in and of itself was like a wholesome kind of song that gets stuck in your head for weeks.
I'm very upset that we're even talking about it because it's going to happen and I'm going to be pissed.
Yes, but here's the thing. I got to see Hanson as adults just a few years ago perform it live, but the acoustic version.
It's not even called Bop anymore, right?
Yeah, isn't
it called No, I'm not doing this?
No. Look, I went in with every intention on hating it. Mm-hmm. With every intention of hating it.
You enjoyed it?
Fuck yeah.
That song or the entire show?
No. Just the song, because they did it a cappella.
Okay.
Like the three brothers. Yeah. And now they're all adults and shit with beards and stuff.
Yeah.
And they did a cappella and it hit me different. And I was like, I will not listen to Bop the same way again. Because I always go back to that a cappella version.
Does it have like a different layer to it when they do it?
Yes, it sounds way more soulful. Because these motherfuckers can sing.
They're also like grown ass men now, so they know how to like not. Here's the thing. They're like, if we go out there and we sing that song the way we did when we was 12, 14, and 15.
We sound corny, yeah.
We're going to be gay as hell, nigga.
No, I know.
So we got to figure out a way to freak this shit so we can make this money for still doing this song.
And
but I ain't
worked. It fucking worked.
I'm not doing the spin move no more. I'm not wearing the tassel vest no more. Yeah. Take this goddamn cowboy hat off me.
But it worked. I like Bop, but the acapella version. I think it's on Spotify. But just listening to it.
Is that anything like the Michael Bolton version of the thong song?
There's a Michael Bolton version of the thong song?
What, in Undercover Brothers?
I have no idea. Are you serious?
No, in Undercover Brothers, you're like, have you heard the Michael Bolton version of the thong song? Oh my God, the way he captured those layers.
Oh. You scared me. You fucking scared me.
They were listening to that boy band version of the thong song, though.
There was?
Yeah, there was like a cover of the thong song. And it was like sounded like some white angels. I don't know how else to describe this. Going, she had dumps like a truck, thighs like what? And,
oh, wow, that sounds.
And when Eddie Griffin was doing his, he was under the influence of when he was living with the white lady.
Oh, when he was white for a second,
before the shower scene. He was
wearing a sweater vest.
Yes. And they had that weird version of the thong song, and she's like, "Have you heard the Michael Bolton version of it? Oh my God!" And it's like. Sorry, we just took a detour. But
that was a tangent.
Yeah, but just go back, watch it. I swear to God, you're gonna laugh.
I will. No, but all that to say that like there's certain songs that hit you different. Mm-hmm. Like you could hate it, but then you hear it 20 years ago, actually 30 years later, and then you're like, oh yeah, this is different.
What's a song that you're willing to give a second chance to?
Whoa. Like I liked it, I didn't like it before.
Like something that was maybe popping that you weren't fucking with at the time.
I like to move it. No, I'm kidding.
No, that doesn't get a second chance. None of that. Who let the dogs out? None of that shit gets a second chance.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Not even Mambo number 5.
Do you have one?
Do I have one off the dome? Like, I know that I've got plenty of songs like that. Like, I missed out on like pretty much all of the grunge era.
Oh, Nirvana. And...
because at the time, it wasn't where I was living, that wasn't cool for me to listen to.
Right.
And so, but then, 15, almost 20 years later, I went back and found that shit and fucking loved it, right? So, but at the time, like, I knew that I couldn't, it wasn't an option.
Were you into boys bands at all?
No.
Backstreet Boys?
No, here's the thing. No, but if you really think about it, like, all the R&B groups of the 90s were boy bands. Like, so, like, no, I wasn't into boy bands, but I mean...
You didn't have a choice?
But Jodeci, Boyz II Men, Silk...
Yeah.
Guy... They essentially they were boy bands. I mean, New Edition.
Yeah, that was. I mean, even Destiny's Child was supposed to be. It's a girls' band. TLC, same thing.
I mean, a couple of them could have been. Never mind. Never mind. I ain't said shit.
But it was a thing, and like when I was listening to.
Were you into boy bands?
No, take that back. They were not as big in. Actually, I think I was already here because Boys Band came around 97, 98.
Between
Backstreet
96,
Boys,
98,
yeah, and then all the way to early 2000.
Mm-hmm.
So I was already here, and like you couldn't escape them anyway. They were at Spring Break, MTV, blah blah blah. Everybody larger than life, and
I kind of
bye and all that shit.
Taylor Swift.
Never into it.
Me neither. And even though she's still going, like, I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like about to be a Swiftie or nothing, but I don't know anything about fucking Taylor Swift.
I don't either.
I know 2 songs, "Shake It Off" and that other one. Like
I don't know "Shake It Off" or that other one.
I know "Shake It Off" because of
how's it go?
For the movie Sing. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off.
Maybe.
Have you seen the movie Sing?
The first one or the second one?
The first one.
No, I only saw the second one. I mean, Is the first one better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like Mr. Moon. My kids love Mr. Moon.
Yeah, Mr. Moon is in the second one.
And then we saw the second one, and it was like, Mr. Moon's kind of some bullshit. Mr. Moon, he's trying to sell.
Is it Matthew McConaughey?
It's still him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Shake It Off. I know Shake It Off, and there's another one.
I can't name any of them.
There's another one. I don't know. But it's been 20 years, right? It's Taylor Swift?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is it? Should we?
No.
No? Like, that's a hard definitive. Are you still on the Kanye side of the fence? Like, you're not?
No, I'm not into Kanye.
Dude, so much shit has happened since the last time we did this podcast.
A month.
I know, but this month feels like there's just so much. I mean, since the last time we did this, Kanye, Kyrie, and they tried to cancel Dave Chappelle. Like, I mean...
Look, it's...
Thanksgiving happened. I smoked a turkey. Like, a lot of things...
Define smoking a turkey.
Oh, nigga, he was high.
That's what I meant to say.
Jive turkey. You know what I'm saying?
High on turkey?
Yeah, my pops was here. Jive turkey. He got smoked. Smoked his ass in them bones. He don't know what's... Anyways, a lot of things that... Yeah. The Taylor Swift Ticketmaster thing happened?
What?
You didn't hear about the Taylor Swift Ticketmaster?
I don't keep up with Taylor Swift, man.
It's not about keeping up with her. It's about, like, there was the demand was so high for her tickets for her concerts when they went on sale that it broke Ticketmaster, and people that like paid didn't get their tickets and shit. And
so they sued Ticketmaster?
And then they were like, we're canceling selling any ticket. It was this whole fiasco. I don't know all the details. Look, and the only reason I know is because of Reddit. And
that's the problem right there. I don't go on Reddit.
You know why I go to Reddit.
I know you go to Reddit.
You know,
so you can watch the porn and your wife don't catch you because you get one click away from... CNN.com.
Reddit is, but at the same time, when I go there, I get informed. It's like, what the fuck is this Ticketmaster Taylor Swift shit? Oh, okay. That's what's happening. Cool. Now let me
Yeah,
take
just
care of business.
rabbit holes on rabbit holes.
Now, where'd my sock go? So,
where's my Jergens?
I don't use lotion. Like, it's just hard work and determination. Like,
spit and sweat. That's what.
Don't use spit. I just told you, hard work, determination. We focus. We get it done.
My skin is raw by the time I'm done.
The old-fashioned. It's not raw. It's Shut the fuck up.
30 seconds flat. You can time me.
47. We down. Like once it actually starts, we're done. We're in and out. I don't have time for this. Bop bop.
12 seconds done.
Bop bop.
Honey, what's for dinner?
I can get it done in the commercial break from start to finish. We're out of here. I'm out.
By the time you see a commercial on YouTube that like 15 seconds,
it's done. I'm fucking. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. Like, I knew this guy in college. I'll never forget this. His name was Princeton Price.
All right, way to call him out. What did he do?
I think it was Price. It may have been Pierce. He was a basketball player on the team, and he was one of them pretty boys, right? This nigga looked like Usher in 2001 when looking like Usher was like an instant panty dropper. Like when 8701 was still hot, right? And this nigga looked like Usher. And we were bullshitting one day, and he was like, nigga, it take me 15 minutes to jack off.
15?
He was like, it take me 15 minutes.
Is there a 14-minute prep to this?
Dog.
Is he looking for the right video? You gotta have a lotion, gotta have the candles, gotta have the big screen TV. Like,
It's like when, you know how niggas would brag when bitches is around?
Yeah.
Nigga, take me 15 minutes. So you know it's going to take me a minute when I get up in that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga. It was like, nigga, what are you doing? 15 minutes?
No. It's 14 and a half of prep.
Nigga, I know me. I know the button. Click, click, done. Like, I don't need
like, do you know yourself? You're Usher, man. It's your body. Like, I do it my way, niggas. That's what I do. Yeah, but your way takes way too long.
Your way gets you herpes.
Your way makes you lose.
Your way ends with dirty dick. All right, and nobody wants to jack off with the dirty dick boy.
Your way makes you miss a flight.
Hey, your way lost you chili, nigga. Everybody knows you should have kept chili. Goddamn it, she was a real one.
Look, if you can't do it by the time you get a notification that your Uber is coming, no. Anyway, so
I can do it while I'm telling my kids to get away from the door. Hey, leave me alone.
I'm coming. Done. All right, what's up?
Get away from that door.
Tell your sister you're sorry. All right, so you were saying Taylor Swift.
Hold on, wait a second. All right, here. This is a real thought. This is real shit.
I hope so. I don't
No. See, I'm leaning forward. Here we go.
Don't look at me in the eye if you're about to say something dirty.
It's about to get weird. It's about to get weird.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's about to get weird.
It's a Cheatham moment.
It's about to get weird. Here's a real fear I've had. And this is not even like something like this is a real fucking fear that I've had is that like since I was like 13 is that like I've always been afraid that what if I was making noise when I was jacking off, but I couldn't hear me making the noise.
Why? Because your brain is somewhere else?
Yeah,
like,
you know.
You're not aware of your surroundings kind of thing.
Like
you're not self-aware.
When you are fucking and you getting right in it, like you getting close to all that other shit goes away, right? Mm-hmm. And like the TV's on, but you don't even hear it for like 45 seconds, right? What if I was making noises and people could hear, but I didn't know? It's a fear I've had, right?
13 since 13.
Yeah, like
you're a grown ass man.
For a long time, it's like I only jack off when I have the house to myself.
Over in the living room, in the kitchen.
Yeah, and I do it in front of the door so I know when they're
looking out the window.
Yeah, it's not gonna take long.
She's in the driveway. I can make it.
Yeah, I hear the garage door opening. I got enough time to get this off. What I'm saying though is like that was like a fear. Like if, like how like if that was possible. Mm-hmm. I know it's not right. So it's a dumb thing.
No, yeah, it is.
I'm sure. Okay.
I think it's realistically speaking.
Like you can get so in the zone that you don't realize.
Yes, you can.
Just like sometimes when you're pooping.
Scooby Doo. Huh? What?
Hold on. Pause.
Big pause.
When you're pooping, right? Sometimes a motherfucker come out and you just go, ah. And it's not like you meant to, but it's
like you're in a public bathroom and you hear that?
Yes, we've all heard it. We've all, yes, and that person wasn't trying to go, ah. Yes. They just, ah. And then halfway through it, they go, oh shit, something's coming out of my mouth, right? Kind of like me at the Neo concert. Like, shit, come back though, it's already out. And I've always had this fear, like, what if I'm in it and I'm like, and no. I just never heard me do it, but like everybody in the house knows that I go,
You're giving your wife ideas right now. I hope she listens to this.
She doesn't listen.
I'm going to send it to her.
Don't.
I'd be like, yo, put some tape recorders in the bathroom.
You know what I want to do? Put
a live feed.
I worked at Home Depot for like that year, not even a year, during the pandemic, and they only had the one bathroom to poop. They only had one bathroom for us. We had to use the same bathroom as everybody else. Mm-hmm. So I've had to poop in the Home Depot bathroom, and I'm not a public pooper really at all. But like, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah. So I get cleaning shit and clean the toilet before I sit down. Yeah. Because I can't take a poop in public unless I know the toilet's clean. Right. But I've been in there pooping, and the noises you hear in the Home Depot stalls, I ain't never heard them noises before. And I've been in many a truck stop. Listen, I wanted to, this is real. I wanted to sit in the bathroom and just record the Home Depot shit noises. Uh-huh. And then there's like a farm down the street from my house, or like there's like a ranch. And and people walk up and they like look at the horses and the longhorns and shit that they have there. And I just wanted to go and like record footage of those longhorns and horses for like a minute, and then just lay over the Home Depot shit sounds over the video of just a horse doing horse things. You know, the best place for that kind of, if you want to do that experiment right. Yeah. Airport. Because people poop in different languages. Chinese pooping and Russian pooping does not sound the same. You racist as fuck, dog. I'm just saying, it's not racist. You heard that noise I made and said Chinese? That's fucked up. You racist. Oh, you know what you were thinking. We heard it. You know what you were thinking. No, but I mean, because... Oh, those are French people. Like, no, French is so passive. That's Japanese. Fuck live. You go, oh, merde. Yeah, that is merde. That is literally what that is. That is merde, yeah. But yes, the airport poop noises. Yes. Shit. Yes, that's what happened. I in that Home Depot bathroom. It's funny that you brought up. How do we get to this from Taylor Swift, man? We'll get back. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm fucking tangent. I'm driving the ship now. Don't worry. We'll get back to Taylor Swift. This has been a cheating moment. A dissertation on pooping, y'all. You fucked up and gave me control of the reins. We talking about phantom noises while you jack off. No, you didn't. Yep, that happened. You did. Like you leaned in and said, "I'm about to tell you some shit right now." Literally. Because I'm being honest with you. This is real shit that I think about. This is shit that goes on in my head. Like this is a real. That's a real. I'll get back to this. Anyways, when I was working at Home Depot, like I remember once, like so during the pandemic, I think we all paid more attention to like hand washing. Mm-hmm. You know, like motherfuckers that use the bathroom and just walk the fuck out were like double nasty. You already thought they was nasty motherfuckers. Yeah. But then during the pandemic, it was like, oh, you a disrespectful nasty motherfucker. Like, ew, bitch. Right? So, but then you would like find yourself like watching other people wash their hands in bathrooms. And I remember I was at Home Depot. I just got done recording some poop noises. And I was washing my hands, right? Uh-huh. And this Asian dude walks over. I'm not going to announce his nationality. He was Asian, okay? That's all you need to know. Okay. It's important for this reason. Okay. Because he washed his hands the way I had never seen anybody wash their hands before. And I was like, am I fucking up? Am I not? What was he doing? So he turns the water on. He has it running. He gets his soap lathered up and shit, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm at the sink next to him. kind of looking in the mirror because he's taking his sweet ass time about putting his hands in the water. But then I watch this dude. He goes, huh!
He was cutting the stream. He was doing kung fu on the faucet.
Yeah. And I was washing my hands and going, am I fucking up? Am I?
Well, what does that do?
Because apparently, because I had told someone about it, and they were like, yeah, because we had just had the Boyle band notice, and perhaps he didn't want to have his hands in the water for too long. Like, he didn't trust the water was clean.
It's not one of those like automatic faucets that turn on when you put your hand in.
No. He turned the faucet on.
Oh.
And then,
with that noise?
No, but with that intensity. Like
like you do like anime style and just call out his moves. Kind of
like
Dragon Water Cutter.
It was that breathing that they do like when they're hitting the wooden dummy.
Yeah.
It was intensity.
You're shadow boxing with the water. This fucking shit.
And he was washing the fuck. And I was like, nigga, I just got my hands over the water. Is there something in the water I don't know about? Am I supposed to not have it in here? Like, it fucked me up.
Look, them Asians had masks on way before the pandemic. So whatever, they know something we don't know.
Yeah.
They got to know something we don't know.
They got the real news. Do I need to do this? I'm not even going to lie.
There's lead in the water.
I did it for a while after that.
Just to keep up.
If nobody else was in the bathroom, you know what? This shit is real efficient. I was getting quick. I was like, I'm trying to make it out of the water.
He was in there for 10 minutes. You're wasting all that fucking water.
I know. It's like you're using the same amount of water. So what's the purpose of the fucking...
I mean, if you get one of those automatic ones, then I get it. You can be like, and then the little water come out. And again, and the little water come out.
No, that makes you hold your hand there for the water. No, you need
but as soon as it hits, you stick it out and it stops.
Because he wasn't even like getting like, you little water and you get it in there. And he didn't let none of that shit happen. He just was like, whatever water remains on my hand as I stick it through the stream is what I will lather with. Lather. Lather. Lather.
I'm sorry.
Front, back.
How did he do it? Was there like one of those, like the hand dryer with the...
Nah, nigga, it was straight shirt action.
We ain't got no paper towels. We ain't got the hair dryer.
It's still a Home Depot, son.
Yeah, no shit. And he touched the handle.
No. They had a foot plate. They had a foot plate for you to pull with your foot. They had a foot plate. I give them that. Yeah, they had a foot plate. So I was like, nigga.
Yo, I didn't know what those were for the longest time. I'm like, this is new. What the fuck is this?
This is a hazard. Somebody could trip if they're hiding behind the door.
Exactly. Like my shoe can't grip this. What the I can't do that.
Yeah, no, they had that. That shit was wild. Not as wild though as these motherfucking Taylor Swift tickets. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What to bring it back, man? This is a long loop. That was a detour.
I got us back there. The segue wasn't the best, but we're back at Taylor Swift. Are you going to listen to Taylor Swift now?
No.
Is it why not? Is it just the brand of music she makes, or what is it?
No, it just let me put it this way. Unless someone goes, hey, back, you gotta listen to this. I can't, I'm not gonna go out of my way and listen to it. Mm-hmm. I'd rather someone who knows tell me, hey, I know you like this kind of stuff, maybe this album or this record or that record, but how about this is your intro? Use this song as your intro to Taylor Swift, and then whatever. But I'm not gonna go to Spotify and look her up and look at, this is the number one song that everybody like. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm a music snob, man. You've known this for a long time.
A lot of snobby people like Taylor Swift.
Okay, I'm not one of them.
They're not music snobs.
I don't want to say I don't like her.
Snobs in general.
I'm like, here's the thing. I can make the difference between someone who's impactful in music and just respect that and be like, yeah, I mean, it's not for me. Like I listen.
But you never given it a try.
I don't think I have. Same with Kendrick.
Lamar?
Yeah, we talked about this. No, it was someone else. It was.
You don't fuck with Kendrick?
Not that I don't fuck with him. It's that I've only listened to it here and there. I listened to his last album, and I did a whole review with a friend on the podcast when it came out. Mm-hmm. But it was, to me, it was so much. Oh, you have to listen to Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, first of all, I don't have to. And I didn't take the time to really dig in much. So I can't say that, oh, I love the guy who I know his art, I know his music, or I don't know his music. It's like I only know what I've been exposed to, which is, his top records, and that's it. But I never really dug into it like I used to dig into music way back when.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But I'd rather someone go, yo, Rigor Mortis. Okay, cool. Rigor Mortis. I've heard Rigor Mortis. Dope record.
Gotcha.
What's the other one? We're Gonna Be All Right? All right, dope record. I got that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was going to run into those songs regardless of you telling me.
Yeah.
But if you tell me, yo,
but you're not going to run into Taylor Swift because that's not in your lexicon. That's not in your...
No, it's not.
So that's asking you to step outside of your box, and
which I don't do.
So here's the thing.
I'm kidding. I get it.
Like I'm not a Taylor Swift dude as well. Right?
Yeah, you're Neo dude.
Miss Independent.
Fuck. What did I open?
I'm not a Taylor Swift dude. And I'm not saying that I'm on the verge, because I'm not. I don't really have an interest. But that's somebody that maybe perhaps in the next couple years or so, I might say, you know what? Let me just see what all this was about.
Out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, that's how I got into a lot of shit, was out of curiosity, like, or just putting myself in like a position where I would be exposed to something that was not the things that I'm used to being exposed to, and then be like, oh, okay, you know what? This actually ain't bad. Like I lived with this white dude for a while, like the first time outside of college. Nope, not the first time outside. So when I started working at Dick's Last Resort, I was living with this white dude, Nick Conrad, and Nick's a good dude. He's done a lot of stuff. If he ever hears this, he'd be like, tell him what all I did. Fuck you, Nick. You 3-nipple bitch.
Okay.
Yes,
what do you call him out?
I
don't want. Okay.
No, he's not gonna hear this though.
Whoever says he's not gonna hear this, I'm gonna try to find him and send it to him.
Don't do that.
Watch me.
And Nick used to listen to 99X in San Antonio. Like, and he kept it on that station all the time. And Nick was the type of dude that had like a guitar in the house. And like I get off work, and Nick would be like upstairs in the living room with no shirt on, playing guitar, or smoking a J, or smoking out the bong, window open, chilling. He was like a free motherfucker, right? He was a white dude. And he would listen to the classic rock station 99X. And I had never had a reason to put it on that station.
Right.
But then after a couple months of living there, it was like, this shit ain't bad. In fact, some of this shit really jams a lot.
But you didn't have a choice because you were there. You were exposed to it.
I was exposed to it.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. So
he knew, and he said, and he was playing stuff that he liked. And because you happened to be there, like, I don't have a choice. I guess I like it or I don't. But you found something in there. That like,
I found something that was like, oh, and it's, classic rock. And this is early 2000s or whatnot. So it's all, the shit that we think about from the 80s and the 90s, all the classic rock, all the shit that missed me because, like, it's not the zone I was in.
Right.
Before. And it's like, I knew I was aware of these things, but I ain't fuck with them. And then when I got exposed to them, it was like, let me tell you something. Nothing goes harder than the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
On a fucking Thursday night, when you got a whole fucking pizza from Rome's Pizza, and you are 4 or 5 bong hits in. Like,
oh, you need the bong hits to get into
No. But
if you were sober, do you think you would be as receptive to it?
100%. I got a ton of Smashing Pumpkins music on my phone.
Okay.
Like, I have like 1,200 songs that have traveled from phone to phone with me. That like I old school downloaded from Napster on CDs, put them on the computer, and then transferred it from the computer to the phone. And I've just passed those MP3s on every time I get a new phone. That group of songs has come along with me for fucking 15 years or whatever.
Did anybody make fun of you because you listened to that?
Not
your
when
siblings,
I was...
your family, anybody?
No.
Let me tell you, I had
because I wasn't around them though either.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I wasn't around my family, and then like my boys from back in the day, like they were all into different shit. I had one homeboy down in San Antonio, Kevin. like he would have never touched any of that shit, right? Like Kevin was the nigga that like the first time he got pussy, he was like, "Yo, nigga, I fucked that bitch to Wu-Tang." Like,
Damn.
I was like, "Nigga, I had
Bring the motherfucking ruckus.
yeah."
Bring the motherfucking ruckus.
I was all, dog, I put on some Joe, I sprinkled some carpets, you know, that shit that made the carpet smell good and all that. He's like, nigga, I had her in the back seat with Wu-Tang. I only fuck with Wu-Tang and my Timberlands on. And it was like
15 minutes.
yeah, 15 minutes to jack off, nigga.
The same day.
I destroy pussies. But like that dude would never, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he'd be like, nigga, what you listening to this shit for, right?
He didn't say that to you?
No, because at that time I was in a different world.
Right.
Like I wasn't around anybody I came up with. I was exploring this thing solo on my own. You know, living in a different part of town with a different type of people, like different people than who I came up with. You know, these motherfuckers were into all types of fucking music, all types of art. So, I mean, when I moved to Austin, I lived with a dude that was into hardcore, old school country, like the Highwaymen and shit, Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson. Like that was his shit, that era of country. And I taught him to play Bones and started getting him high. And next thing you know, like me, him, and our other roommate, we would sit up in our in the room above our garage and play Bones every day. And whoever won was in charge of the music. So every day we had to, like, whoever won, that's whose music we were having to deal with.
Nice.
That's
a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's
so
dope.
we would hate when Hodge won because it's like, yo, Hodge is finna put the Highwaymen on, and we're gonna have to sit here and listen to.
And then did you enjoy it?
Yeah, like a motherfucker. And because it wasn't just the country shit. He was in the blues and stuff. He was in the Muddy Waters. He was in the like all types. He's from Georgia. White boy from Georgia. So he was into all that fucking blues and country shit, the old school shit. You know, Dale Earnhardt Sr., number 3. He's the greatest to ever do it to him, right? Like old school.
I had one of my boys in middle school. We did a trade because he was one of those like punk rock kind of dude. So a lot of Metallica, a lot of AC/DC.
Okay.
That kind of
That's
shit.
more heavy rock.
Heavy metal.
Not punk.
Not punk. Yeah, like metal. Is that considered metal?
Yeah,
metal. And which I was like, nah, this is not for me.
Right.
And then we were in the same class, and at that time I had just discovered quote unquote Snoop.
Okay.
And he said, how about we trade? I introduce you to Metallica, you introduce me to Snoop. And we went on for 6 months. I had the Doggy Style album, and we went through every single track, and then we just learned the words. And he was like, "Yo, this is Unforgiven. This is Nothing Else Matters. You know, this is the Black Album."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, by the way, I have a guitar. I'm gonna teach you how to play Enter Sandman." And we started Enter Sandman in our music class. And then I was like, "Yeah, I know how to play this shit." And then meanwhile, I come back home and my siblings are like, "You listening to what? The fuck is this?" Because at the time, I would listen to that. I was listening to Queen because my neighbor was into Queen.
And how old are you?
I'm like 13.
Okay.
12, 13. My neighbor was heavy into Queen. And he was like, here's the greatest hits. And I would come home and I would listen to it in my headphones. And, you know, like every kid, I didn't care about the guitar. Well, I like the melody from the guitars and all that stuff, but I was like doing the fake drums. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Because I was like, oh, I want to play drum when I grow up. Blah, 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 blah. And my sister was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I introduced you to Snoop. I brought Doggy Style and The Chronic back from the U.S. for my exchange program. And you're going to sit here and listen to what? Queen? What the fuck is Queen? I got clowned so hard, but I was like, no, I like this shit. The Offspring. That was my jam in the 90s.
Yeah, they had a couple.
The Smash album, like I played to my son.
Offspring.
What in the world happened to you? Like Self-Esteem, Smash, Killer Boy, Powerhead. Basically the entire Smash album. Like I know the words to all the songs.
I'm trying to remember, like it was Offspring, Blink 182 was hot around that time.
Offspring was harder. Yeah.
what was the other one? Not Offspring. There was
I mean, you had the Foo Fighters.
no. You gotta keep them separated.
That's
That's Offspring.
Yeah, come out and play.
All right.
Hey, come out and play. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they had.
It was all that.
They had like a
Fly for a White Guy.
Yes, they had a. Well, then who did? Hey, now you're an all-star. Smash Mouth.
Hey, now you're an all-star.
That's Smash Mouth. So yeah, that's the other one.
Right. And in the meantime, you had this, and this is from just going through the playlist for the record play.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh yeah, there's also the Verve and Oasis, like Wonderwall.
Oh, that's what I meant to ask you. So when you were getting ready for the '90s pop record play, right? What did you like? What did you come across that you were like, oh shit, like I forgot about this, but you know, like songs that you had forgot about, you hadn't heard in a minute, and it's just like, oh shit, this shit right here.
I know exactly. NSYNC Pop.
But that was like 2001. But that's
it was 99.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did that shit make you pop when you heard it? And you were like,
no. Here's why. Because when I was part of a dance crew in 2001, we had a whole routine to that song. Sick and tired of thinking about this, people not about. And the video is actually pretty dope, right? But I can't say that I was not an NSYNC fan, because to me, and listening to it today, I'm like, all the shit they were doing was like white New Jack Swing, as far as the rhythm of it at all.
Okay.
I can't play it because I don't want to get like
demonetized.
I don't monetize shit, but I don't want to like the video to be like, oh, you can't. But anyway, and I was getting ready for. I was in Atlanta, kind of putting all the songs together, and we're kind of doing a practice round of the game. And my sister's like, I never heard Pop. I'm like, we got to play NSYNC Pop. And she was like, this is actually pretty funky.
Did you play Girlfriend next?
No, what is that?
Why don't you be my girlfriend?
NSYNC?
Yeah, it's on the same album.
No. See, that's the thing. I don't know albums. I just know songs. I didn't care. Don't. Now I have to listen to it next. But like everybody knows Bye Bye Bye. Everybody knows Backstreet Boys. Everybody larger than life. But Pop, when I heard it again, and I kid you not, and I was glad because one of the dudes that ran the dance studio I was at when we learned that routine to Pop came to record play. And I was like, David, there's a song in there that you're going to recognize. And you're going to be like, oh, shit. And I still remember the routine to this day. But I hadn't heard the song.
You got to drop that. You need to just drop that as a fucking story on fucking IG. Just you doing the fucking dance to the song.
I mean, the routine that we had.
Yes, do the routine you had.
And even I showed it to him. It's like, yeah, I remember it goes like this. Does it matter? It goes like that. And tap I don't know.
Why do you have to sing it like that? Why do you?
Because that's what it sounds like.
You get really Eric Cartman when you sing it.
No, seriously. So the joke, when I was in Atlanta, where I played it, because my boy Obi is down there, we went out to the Peeman Park, and they had all these lights and stuff, like Christmas lights and everything, and they had a soundtrack, and the lights would go with the, with the song. And my boy Obi goes, man, I wish they played Dirty Pop right now. We keep walking through the park. We get to an area where there's a DJ, and this fool gonna request a song. And we got a party going from that song.
With the lights and everything?
Yes. And people started dancing.
Were you doing the dance?
No, I was just recording him being a fool about it. But it's one of those, how can I put this? To me, it was like you had the boys band always did those like lover songs. Those I'm like, eh. But when it's like dance shit, yeah, I'm all over that.
Yeah, same thing that like the R&B cats had, like 112 and Jagged Edge. They have their jams for the summer, and then come winter, fall, they have that slow jam that you cuddle up with, right? And I mean, the boy bands did the exact same thing. Oh,
here's another one that got me, Mariah Carey.
Oh, you already know.
Oh man,
you already know.
I listened to.
I still believe.
No, fucking Dream Lover and Hero.
That's the same shit. That same album.
I don't know albums. I don't know albums.
Okay.
I don't go. I'm listening to this
same
album.
era. It's the same era.
Okay, sure.
It's the same era.
Sure. I mean, it's Fantasy, Always Be My Baby, Hero, Dream Lover. and maybe a couple other
Emotions.
ones. I don't. Maybe if I hear it. But
Continue.
no, God damn it. No, but like Hero, the song Hero took me back to like middle school when we had those like parties. It was like the first time you go out to your friends having a party at his house.
Mm-hmm.
And then this was like the slow song when you had to like close the deal.
You had to close the deal to Hero?
Yes.
Ew.
You mean ew?
Ew, that's a terrible song to close the deal on.
I have closed the deal on Hero.
I'm not saying it can't be
I can't say
closed.
my first kiss was on Hero, but maybe my second or third.
I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying of all the songs to pick that like this is the last song of the night, they couldn't come with something better than Hero. Hero's like middle of the party.
Really? No.
Like the second slow dance break. That's the
okay. What is the close the deal song to you?
At that era.
From that era.
From that era, it's gonna be. It's probably
End of the Road.
That's one, but
okay,
it's like
End of the Road's legit.
But I mean, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure.
It could be the End of the Road. Man.
Yes, to End of the Road. Like there's a lot of pressure there.
Okay.
That's the fucking
Close
song.
your eyes.
Yeah, if you're gonna fuck up her listening experience, to the chance to hear and dance to this song at 12 years old, with your lame ass fucking line, you better come correct, goddammit. All right.
And you know the whole time
this ain't Candy Rain, nigga. You can't just.
No, but what's another one? Oh, Kiss from a Rose. Is that a close the deal?
Man, like we talking like
Seals. Come on.
I know. Listen here.
Really?
Get a bitch pregnant to Seal. I get myself pregnant to Seal.
You would be saying that in her ear.
Yeah.
And close the deal.
Baby. Just I compare you to a kiss from a rose.
And you know what's funny is that at the time, we didn't know English well, so everybody was singing it all fucked up.
With your accents.
Baby.
Do it.
Baby. I can't bend the key. Ooh. I want to say,
but singing your ass off, fist clenched and shit?
Yes. And you just come up with words that sounds English, but they're not.
Right.
I can man the same Chris for on the gave. Oh, I want to say.
Oh, you mean like all of us singing Selena songs, right?
You change languages in the middle of it. I can wonder.
Come on the floor.
And then your friend comes in. A kiss from Rose on the grave. Ooh, I don't even know the words. But you just come up with shit, make it sound like, I speak English.
Yeah. It's like you
close the deal.
Close the deal.
That's how you close the deal.
Then you rub that meat on her thigh one time.
You know what was dope at the time too? Because the girl didn't speak English well, so she wasn't paying attention to the lyrics anyway. Because in the U.S., like you can't go, even if you sing End of the Road, it's a sad song. Right. But you're like, I don't want to dance and close the deal on a song that, like, there's too much meaning in the song to where what you're doing, she's actually interpreting it.
Right. So you gotta.
Everything I do it for you.
Yeah.
Really? Not really. But you can't be singing and close the deal to that because she knows what the song's about.
Or As Yet had some last night.
What's that one?
The song from As Yet. Last night.
From what?
I made sweet love to you.
Yeah.
I saw the sun, the moon, the rivers, and the
and she
oceans.
goes, really?
But a song like that is like, nigga, these motherfuckers ain't talking about shit. I'm finna spit my, you know what I'm saying? They come on with all that over dramatic after 7 high five shit. Like, yeah, okay, all right, do that shit. I'm finna.
It's like, is she reading too much into this song? I'm just trying to close the deal.
Nah, baby. Just trying to rub this meat on your thigh one time. Just rub this across one time, see what you're talking about.
I just had 3 beers. Maybe shit will happen to this song. But it's there's so many songs from that era that take you back. Is your first whatever. I mean, we're in our.
I mean, Luther Vandross even has some jams that first. I think my first. Yeah, Luther was still hot when I was in middle school. Like
we didn't get that.
Yeah, but I mean, I was in Mississippi, so I got a little bit of it.
Oh.
Let's do one for the darkies in the back. Never too much, never too much, never too much.
That was the thing. But that's still funky though. You're not really gonna. You're not getting close to this.
You think they played that Luther? No, nigga, they wasn't playing.
Oh,
no.
the Luther.
No, we got a whole bunch of Cotton Eye Joe. It had a bit of Cotton Eye Joe.
Yo, I was listening to this was my jam. Inner Circle. Girl, I want to la 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 long, long. Girl, I want to make you sweat.
Yeah.
Sweat, you can't sweat no more. Yeah, that song. I'm like, that was dirty. That's a dirty ass song. But we used to dance to it all the time.
Oh, you know which one of those songs? Like, this song gets me every time.
As in,
it's a '90s song, and it's pop. I think it's by the Pixies.
What?
I think it's by the Pixies.
Who's the Pixies?
And the song is called "Kiss Me," and it was one of them songs that like. That the theater white kids in high school, like that was the shit they was jamming, right? And when I got to college, I was doing a project, and we were covering a band that was like doing like a student at the school was in a band. They were playing at a place. We were covering that. We were there recording all that shit, and I was doing the editing. And I had never really heard this song before until I was working on that project, and I was like. Hey, this song kind of bops though. Like, but it was like a song that if I was around my boys, it was like, oh, what's this bullshit on? Who turned this shit on? This ain't even the right CD.
No, there's some dirty pop out there.
But it's a song, I think it's by the Pixies.
I don't know the Pixies.
They were a group. It was like a girl group in the 90s. They were really hot. You just did a 90s pop thing. You should know.
I didn't know the Pixies.
Pixies and the Cranberries.
Cranberries was dope. Zombie.
Yeah,
Zombie. I did Zombie.
I think, but I don't even know if the Pixies sang the song "Kiss Me." It was. If you hear it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It sounds like it should be like the theme song for White Girls Part 2. If they did White Girl or White Chicks 2 with the Wayans brothers,
Pixies.
The Pixies.
Are you sure?
The Pixies.
Like a Pixie.
Pixies. That's the name of the band. They were like big in the 90s.
No.
Are you using Google Africa? Nigga, the Pixies.
It's a bunch of dudes, right?
Is it a bunch of dudes?
That's what comes up.
Let me see what you got.
Wait.
Maybe I don't know what the motherfucking Pixies look like. There's a chick in the Pixies, though, right?
No, this is the Pixies.
That's the Pixies?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's not the song.
Hold
on. Wait, what song do they sing?
Oops. Hold on.
Pixies. Look, I might not know shit about the song and who the fuck, but y'all know the Pixies is a real thing. The Pixies is a thing.
It's four dudes.
And so it wasn't the chicks. It must have been the Cranberries I was thinking of, but that's not even the
Sing the song.
The Kiss Me song?
Yeah.
Kiss me under the TV line, leave me under a full moon, no, that you're better D. You know, that song and Strawberry Wine would get played together a lot. Do you not know?
Oh, Sixpence.
Sixpence. All right, that's what it was.
Sixpence, None the Richer?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh.
Do you know them?
Pixies, no.
Yeah, they're the Pixies of Jace.
No. You don't get to do that.
What do you mean I don't get to do that?
Wrong. You were just Pixies and Sixpence, None the Richer. That's a long ass name for a band, by the way. Kiss Me.
Yeah, that was like a jam. And you can't think of it right now, but once you hear it, you're going to be like, oh, that fucking song.
No.
Do it. Do the thing.
Is that it?
Yeah, this is it.
Kiss me.
All right, done. That's all. That's all I wanted to confirm. She said, "Kiss me." I believe you.
Okay. Nonetheless,
I never heard of Sixpence None the Rich. They did not cross over. I tell you that.
That song was huge though in like that community of like. Oh, I can't think of a way to say this without getting in trouble. So I'm going to have to know.
Wait, what?
I can't.
Come on, nobody's listening.
You're right, but I'm not.
Fuck you. What is it? Go ahead.
No.
Is it racist?
Oh no, it's not racist. It's there's a certain
Is it a group of people that listen to this?
It's a demographic of people that listen to that music that
Lesbians.
well, yeah, but no. Remember, you seen Higher Learning, right?
Yeah, the Busta Rhymes movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not the
I
Busta Rhymes movie.
But he's in it. That's all I
He's
remember.
in it though. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ice Cube was in it too.
Ice Cube,
Lawrence
yeah.
Fishburne.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Rappaport.
Yeah.
Remy Malik brother, fucking Omar Epps.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that movie might have been that song might have been in that movie when they were having a little scene.
It's been so long, man. I can't.
Might have been. Anyways, I'll tell you off here. There's a
The fuck? No, you don't get to.
I do. I do. I can't.
No. You don't get to tell us how you jerk off and how you poop.
Yeah.
To skip this part. You don't get to do that. You're like, you just lean in again, lean in, nigga, lean in. Just go ahead. This is gonna be a clip. Go ahead. Come on, we're running out of time here.
Oh no.
You're not sounding what? What do you think you're gonna sound like if you say?
No. I know what it's gonna sound like. This is not gonna come out good. Because I can't think of a better way to describe this group of people. Like when I say it to you, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about."
Okay, so it's just me and you now.
It's not because
It's just me and you.
It's not me and you right now.
No, it is. Come on.
All right, so you know that group of white girls?
Yeah. Go ahead. Stephanie, Kelly, Wendy, what? Any E bitches? What's it? Or the Oz, the Jessicas, the Amandas?
No, not the Amanda. Well, yeah, there's a couple of Amandas.
Okay.
Sure, a couple of Amandas. That song was really popular amongst the college age, high school age white chicks that identify themselves as allies and activists.
Oh.
That crowd.
The Sixpence None the Richer?
That song right there, like you weren't gonna hear that. You weren't gonna hear that in the room of anybody. If you walk down the dorms, anybody that's jamming Metallica, that's not coming out of their room. Anybody with melanin of any type in their fucking skin is not playing that out of their room. The people that you would hear, whose room you would go into, that would have that playing, were either artsy fartsy bitches, which is also the same thing as the activist bitches, like the bitches that don't.
They wear baggy clothes a little bit.
You know, the ones with armpit hair.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with them.
No, I've just found a way to clean it up real quick.
You're going to tell me the original thought when we do.
I will tell you.
Know.
But that is a very accurate second way to describe them. But yes, those the chicks that were, the white girls that were out there with the Black Lives Matters, fucking
back then.
Yeah, back then. In 92, in Higher Learning.
Yes. Oh. Okay.
Those girls.
Yes.
Are the ones that were then going back and
you're saying it.
I'm not gonna say it.
I made you say it.
I almost said it. They're going back to their dorms and that's the song.
And they like black folks.
No, that's not that at all.
Oh, really?
That's not that at all.
They don't like black folks.
No,
don't fuck the captain of the football team.
Nah, nigga. I mean,
yeah.
Was it optional? Was there
trying
consent?
to say you knew a bitch back in high school named Amanda that was all about that?
No, I knew a bitch after college named Amanda who was all about that. She also worked. I have been dropping too many names in this episode.
The dude who jerks off in 15 minutes.
Hey, I have dropped way too many names. But she used to work for like a HIV prevention thing.
On top of that.
Yeah, so she was always like, do you have condoms? And I was like, bitch, I'm clean.
Either way, you'll find out.
Yeah. And none of the other bitches I fucked got sick. So
I have a good resume.
Yeah.
They're your friends. You know Wendy. You trust Wendy, right? All right, then we cool.
I'm fucking your roommate. Like, what are you talking about? If you get something, you got it from her, not from me. I just happen to be the conduit.
All right, man. This is good. What's your dope shit?
My dope shit. I don't mean. I feel like every time I come on here and we talk about my dope shit, I say some Marvel shit. And
we already talked about Black Panther. So
we already did.
You're done.
So here's the thing. At this point, I'm just doing it now because I'm trying to get I did a show with Hannibal Buress 2 days after I shot the special.
Shout out to Hannibal. I
Shout
ran
out to
into
Hannibal.
him at Soho House.
Shout out to Hannibal. Listen, I'm looking at Hannibal and I go, oh, that's what Marvel money looks like. Look, I'm going to keep talking Marvel movies till y'all let me know what Marvel money looks like. All right?
What Marvel was he in?
Spider-Man. He was in the last two Spider-Mans.
I haven't seen any of them, so.
He was in the last two Spider-Mans.
Okay, cool.
So it's like,
He's a full-time rapper now.
yeah, I saw.
Oh, you rap? That's what this said was? You just rapping? Or
No,
do
he did both.
Oh, cool.
Oh man, that was an experience. Like getting the Hannibal night was dope. That was a wild night. That was a wild night.
Save it for next time.
And I'll say this, considering this is like 2 days after I recorded the album, it kind of led to like, yeah, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Like, it was like I just recorded the album and it was like, what the fuck? All right, word. Like I don't even know anymore. So, but anyways, my dope shit. It's the holiday season. Legit, I got a birthday 2 days from now and another one at the end of the month. And I calmed these niggas down this weekend with Disney Plus, the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Oh, the Christmas one? Is it good?
That's my dope shit. The era like that we've just been talking about, I think that people of that age range will enjoy this way more than they expect to.
Okay.
Because like Kevin Bacon's in it. I'm not spoiling anything. Kevin Bacon's in it. And I'm like, you know what? There are enough references to my childhood that I know none of these kids are going to pick up on. Like, these are references for us. Because we are the ones that, like, these kids don't know nothing about no goddamn Footloose.
That's true.
Right. Like, these references are for us. And it was dope, man. I fucked with it. Is it the best thing? It's not better than Wakanda Forever. It's not supposed to be. It's a Christmas special. And for what it is, yo, if they put this shit out in a way that it was I could see this being a Christmas tradition thing.
Like Marvel releasing Christmas stuff?
No, like that, like the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special could be something that we watch along with Rudolph and Frosty the Snowman, and people watch It's a Wonderful Life or whatever.
Christmas Carol and all.
Yeah, like this
and Peanuts.
It's good enough that like in my house at least, we could probably slide that in. We can add that in as something that we can put on during this time of year, and it'd be cool. Not like maybe not for everybody, but it was cool enough, and it's like, you know what, my kids, they fuck with this stuff, and I fuck with this stuff, and it was dope, and I could see that being a recurring Christmas thing. Okay. What's your dope shit?
My dope shit is I just saw Glass Onion, which is the sequel to Knives Out.
I heard that was intense.
It's actually pretty cool. I'll say this. I enjoyed the first one better.
Oh, really?
Because the first one was more complex because it was introducing, the Benoit, whatever his name is.
The detective.
Yeah, detective, yeah. And this time around, because when I watch these kind of movies, like, if you figure out the plot, especially when it's like a detective thing, you don't know what's going on, it's more about how is it going to be revealed than what actually happens.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, how far back do you go in the story to know, oh, okay, that makes sense, that makes sense, that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I love this kind of movies. I've always said that. And I think they did a good job in this one. Edward Norton's in it. Kate Hudson's in it. I enjoyed it. Because it was deeper. And Janelle Monáe's in it.
Yep.
But I think it was good. I still enjoyed the first one better, but I recommend people to go see it. I think it was fun.
Did you enjoy the first Black Panther better than Wakanda Forever?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I because of the lore of it all, the second one I still enjoyed because we were saying how deep it was about grief and all that stuff. I enjoyed that part.
Yeah.
Which was different for me, who doesn't like superhero shit.
It's a different superhero experience.
Exactly. So I'm like, I didn't know you could make a superhero like make you cry like you did, like a bitch.
Dude, I almost threw water on your laptop right now. Like, I
wanted to close on that.
I had to grab my wrist and stop myself. Or I was like, nigga, don't.
But yeah, that's my dope shit. Anyway, where can people find you? All that good stuff.
Yo, Instagram, Twitter, it's and TikTok _ Aaron Cheatham. Facebook, Aaron Cheatham. Look out for the Family Man specials drop in February. I mean, we got a couple months, so I'll be back and I'll be reminding you guys how dope of a night it was that Bat got to experience, and that how you can bring that dope experience into your home and share it with your friends and family as well. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna happen. It's called Family Man. It's coming out hopefully February, March at the latest, but I think we'll have this wrapped up by February.
I mean, we'll probably we'll announce it as we get closer anyway.
Who knows? I might do like something special. You know, we might have a giveaway, or we might do like a live thing or something.
All right.
I might hit back up, and you know, I've got a couple bargaining chips with back, so we might be able to make some shit happen for it. You know, if I
your claim.
if I wave a certain getting jiggy with a video out there in front of them,
Oh, I'm gonna need that copy. I hope it's in Google Drive somewhere. I'm gonna need that shit.
if I dangle that out there,
man,
I might be able to make some shit happen.
Every single podcast for 2023. I will plug your special from February all the way to December. I promise you, if you give me that video, of you playing, getting jiggy with it. This is my promise to you.
Oh, you haven't even? Did you ever see it? Did you see it the one time?
You showed it to me at Nickel City.
Yeah, that one
and I was
time.
like, give me that shit.
Yep, nope.
And you're like, okay, so this is.
No,
this
you were
is-
too. Your eyes lit up to it like, no, I better hold on to this.
I'm putting all my chips on. That's what I want for. You want me? Look. You want to make a nigga happy? You want to make your brother happy for Christmas? Just send me that video. I'll be forever grateful, and then you'll have a great 2023 because I keep plugging your special. Anyway, follow Aaron. Go see him live.
I'm around town. Come fuck with me.
Follow the feedback and Record Play Live. The next edition will be in January. It will be the R&B edition, like I said before. Shout out to everybody. This is I don't know if I'll have you on by the end of the year because I'm going to Africa for Christmas.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
But if just in case you don't, just keep your ears to the ground for the come up coming back.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
The come up, Mr. Brown Sounds and myself. We gonna be coming back. I had to take care of this light work right quick with this special, but we about to come back with the come up. Y'all ain't even ready for this.
Yep, it'll be dope.
The whole swag change right there.
I do have an announcement to make. Just subscribe because I have a couple guests coming up. I can't say who yet, but if you've been listening to the podcast, these are people that I've been talking about since I started doing the podcast. And these are like dream guests.
Chris Rock showing up?
No, come on, man. Let's be realistic.
Okay.
Um,
Do I think I know one of them. Do I know one of them?
No.
No? I don't know? Okay.
Not personally. I've talked about it many times.
No. This is somebody that was supposed to be at Record Play?
No.
Okay.
They don't live. They don't even live here.
The person that was maybe going to stop by Record Play?
Yeah, but no.
No, okay.
No, it's not. No,
All
it's not him. It's
Okay,
not him.
okay.
No, these are they don't live in the U.S.
Oh.
Yes, but if I can land this, I gotta like reach out and set a date. But I want to do this probably within the next week or so. So subscribe if you're a music fan and a music nerd. You'll appreciate that podcast. I want to make it happen for sure. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you next time. Aaron, always a pleasure.
Always.
Ciao.